someone dies, people always say that this doesn't feel real. But I can tell you right now that what happened to Charlie Kirk, it does not feel real. Nothing could have prepared me for what most of us all had to see yesterday. The image is burned into my brain, and I'm hearing that the family was in the crowd. There's a possibility that the kids saw what happened. They heard what happened. They were right there. It is so crazy. And unlike your average person, when something like this happens, I don't get the chance to really process what went down. I don't get the chance to process how I feel about it. I don't get to take a moment to hug my family and just be thankful for still being here, because I immediately have to hop into work to bring all of this information to you all. So it wasn't until a couple of hours ago when J.D. Vance, along with others, were carrying Charlie's casket, it wasn't until seeing that the full realization sunk in. Yesterday, immediately after seeing what happened to Charlie, I immediately grew angry. And then I got really sad and emotional, but this morning I grew up. I woke up, not grew up. I woke up just angry. Not emotional, just anger. Wanting the person who did this to be found, to be held accountable. Wanting a change for our society to where people shouldn't have to be afraid of being assassinated simply for having a difference of opinion. But yeah, watching them bring out that casket, that's when the realization really hit me. And it hit me like a freaking prime Mike Tyson punch. I tell you that. But I am really happy to see the treatment that Charlie Kirk is getting. He has a motorcade right now. They loaded his casket onto Air Force. I believe it is Air Force 2, actually. I have a few clips from the news. Forgive me, I'm all over the place right now. Like I said, I'm still trying to process the emotions of not only what happened to Charlie, but I'm still trying to process how we move forward after this. Because I think a lot of people, they see what happened and they're only reacting to what happened and they're not thinking into the future. I'm already thinking steps ahead about what this means for our country, what this means for me, my family, and what this means for you guys, the viewers. So I am just kind of scatterbrained right now. But I want to go ahead and roll a couple of clips, and I'll be right back with more after that.
Yeah, I think
this is the casket that's coming out. It's an honor guard.
Yeah.
Not the Turning Point members.
Draped in the American flag.
Yeah.
Is it? I'm not sure.
No, it's not. No. That is Air Force, though, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
I could not see from our image if the flag was on that casket. That would be reserved primarily for elected leaders. Charlie Kirk was not. That's what made this a little different. Somebody who was not elected to high office, taken out in an assassination. That's what the FBI is calling it. That's what Utah officials are calling it. And somebody targeted who's not an elected official. I mean, we've seen it in American history, certainly. Martin Luther King certainly comes to mind.
Yeah, a political activist.
A political
a very
voice.
Outspoken.
Yes.
emotional day for so many Charlie Kirk supporters and fans from all over the country. And again, very difficult time for Erica, the wife of Charlie, and the two children that he has as well. And now Sky Fox again showcasing just the very raw images right now of Charlie Kirk returning home. Very difficult time for the family, as no doubt this motorcade continues through the streets right now of Arizona, but very, very emotional couple of days ahead, and a life now without Charlie Kirk for the family. Very, very difficult void to carry through. In just moments, we will be getting an update from Fox 10 Phoenix on Turning Point USA. Some more supporters, of course, coming out today out in Phoenix to share their thoughts on Charlie, the impact that he had on their lives and on their political views as well. And now we are seeing the hearse continue through the streets right now of Phoenix, making its way ultimately, presumably, towards a wake area where no doubt next week sometime the wake will be happening. Probably will be very private. Of Charlie Kirk, as Casket now coming out of the hearse, and there we go. Charlie Kirk now going inside of this church. And the family continuing to make plans for the funeral. President Trump says he wants to attend the funeral as well. We heard that today.
Look, folks, I'm really happy that Charlie Kirk and his family, I'm glad they're getting this treatment. So I do not want to sound ungrateful. But just watching those clips, watching his casket being transported, loaded onto the plane, loaded off the plane, we shouldn't be seeing this. We shouldn't be looking at this right now. We shouldn't be having this conversation. I should be making a video about something totally different, because what happened to Charlie is so senseless. He was killed. For what? For what? For debating college kids? Killed for literally just going on campus and filming YouTube videos of him debating and engaging in conversations with people. Not a guy that ever hurt anyone, not a guy that had any power over anyone. Charlie can't make any laws. Charlie had no power over anybody. All the guy was guilty of was being willing to have a conversation with anyone. A conversation with people who I don't even think I would want to have a conversation with sometimes. Charlie, I didn't agree with everything, but Charlie seemed like a good man. He seemed way nicer than people gave him credit for, way nicer than the people who are going to come after Charlie. And if they think that they silenced Charlie or what he stood for by doing this, they did not. 1,000 Charlies will now take his place. And I am telling you right now, there are people, this goes beyond politics, there are people who saw what happened to Charlie, and for them, this is their breaking point. They're no longer going to be in the middle. They're no longer going to be fence sitters. Seeing that video of what happened to Charlie and then seeing the left react to it in joy and glee, and they've been celebrating it for 2 days straight, a lot of people aren't going to soon forget that. But for now, you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all very soon in the next one.